Fáilte rás go háta goil tá muid ag gobar le fáilte Ireland le léargus nua a thuirtaíomh Éireann. Keep discovering one short break at a time.
Well, it's October and the countdown to Iarraidh is on.
Mars Oldíomh Éire is the home of Halloween.
It sure is, Darren. And this Therefore, we're encouraging you to rediscover Halloween's true origins, Samhain, and experience its rich, immersive season.
Saran 360, it's not just one night of costumes and treats, Colony.
Absolutely not. There are so many things to see and do all over the country. Did somebody say 7 homes of Halloween hubs?
Go on, Louise, take over my coat there. I'm going to write these ones down.
So there's Galway City, Meath and Louth, Longford and Westmeath. There's Kerry, Fingal and County Dublin, Limnock, Kilcannig. Each hub offers an authentic celebration of Samhain here in Ireland, where it all began.
Thank you, Arthur. From Macnas to Halloween Howl to the Puka Festival and beyond, every corner of Éire comes alive with ancient energy and celebration at this time of year.
And it's not just music and mischief. There is so much more to enjoy, from food festivals like Savour in Kilkenny and Listowel Food Fair in Kerry to storytelling events and Samhain workshops Fud Fod na Tíre.
There is so much to see and do. Visit discoverireland.ie for some inspiration and plan your home of Halloween trip and figure out what's going on this Samhain season.
Sinead, Cuinnegarh ag 8 tríocht an Éireann. Colleen, did you know if you're aged between 25 and 65, well, you can get a free HPV cervical check. It's one of the best ways to protect yourself from cervical cancer.
And you know what? I actually checked only recently when mine was due, and no exaggeration, it took me less than 5 minutes.
Go on, Miss To-Do List.
That's me.
Well, can I show you, Darren, just how easy it is, right?
Okay.
You open your phone, you go online to hse.ie/cervical check, put in your PPS number, stick in the date of birth, and then they tell you when your next appointment is due.
Oh my God,
I
that's
know.
unreal.
And you can check you're on the register on the website, or you can phone 1-800 45 45 55.
Do you know, that is so straightforward, but we tend to put these things on the long finger.
We do. And it is worth saying, girls, even if you've had a normal screening test, you just shouldn't ever ignore the signs of cervical cancer, such as bleeding in between your periods or bleeding after sex. Call your GP right now if that's the case.
Yeah, 8 le the curp. Listen to your body. You know it better than anyone. Empower yourself.
If your test is due today, you can book it today or hse.ie/cervical check. Fáilte aráscaí how to gael lumsa Darren.
Agus lumsa Louise, agus tá siomh ar an malach beg sí linn Janie.
Yes, I know. She's getting very tardy in her late pregnancy.
Take back tardy, that's a bit harshy.
No. No. Yeah, well, but it's great to have her running late as opposed to me running late.
Or late Lou. Darren and I were a machar Dani, and to be fair to me, I made us late for an event and we missed a pinnacle moment.
The pinnacle moments
of the whole thing. And I am a believer in fashionably late. I'm a believer in, honour your own clock.
I'm a believer in the event starts at 8 o'clock, so you should be there at 8 o'clock. Otherwise, you might miss the best part of the night. But anyway, you've admitted to it, and we'll move on. And hopefully the next time I'll just...
And I heard it wasn't that good anyway.
Yeah, well, I'll have to just... But no, it's amazing. I'll have to just take a leaf out of Declan Hannon's book and tell you that it starts an hour before it does.
I know, but you see, that has ruined my relationship with trust and believing anyone.
Yes. And now, because you're perpetually late and you don't trust Declan Hannon anymore. Fine, fair enough.
I do, but I don't ever trust him when he tells me
the time.
Okay,
fair enough.
Sure, honestly, I'm also a girl who wears a watch that it hasn't been set in I don't know how long.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I know, that's dreadful, isn't it?
I know. You heard how much she goes on about this watch. Anyway.
Well, yeah, I just haven't it set.
Come here. I'm very impressed. Not a lick of tan on you. Heard you.
Do you know what? I did an old scrub there, and it was oh my God, it was a dictastal. I was at that stage. We big day more because I put it on enough, but I was at that. Yeah, I still kind of am.
Yeah.
Do you know when I mean through scaldy, and it's like you've layered on tan over tan over tan, and I was like, do you know what I need to do is get out a pair of those gloves. The Lavini were arm rare, and I just had to do the elbows were rotten. I was
I
need a scrub, so still in William regular reset carried now nach thrush.
Okay, fair to my honor jealous. Yeah, Michelle Avala Trisha, and I have to drive out into the Midlands because I'm at half of the more. Just I don't know where I'm going to get the tan in. I don't know when I'm going to get the hair wash in. But anyway, it'll all get done.
It'll all get done.
Jesus, you're really dacker about the van, isn't it? Honest to God, I don't know. We're just tormented, Louise.
We are tormented, yeah. But that's the real perpetual issue. But no more so than today, because today we're bringing a herbologist onto the pod. Now, Darren, where in the world did you find a herbologist?
I know, well, Cara Lum Greta is the úntachaí and tá mé rá le ages gur mé ri ar all ar bud chréile mé rá tús an taurig is duine úntachaí and tágann si ó chláin har bheith cruoch agus alianta in Upperchurch, Gunta Tiberdar, not far from Thurles. And just is Stina on a specialty iad ach tá Greta on a specialty marchaine. So yeah, I think we'll just let her do the talking. What do you think?
Oh my God, I can't wait. And I have to say now, I'm curious, but also like maybe a little bit cynical. It's funny, like with the herbs now.
Yeah, I know, isn't it?
Like it's gas, the medicine and medicine. I think it's my Norvia Snowskull. I lived with 3 doctors who were training to be doctors. And it's funny when you're just in Sandow and Shin and you're a brand new area and the amount of work and all this. And you're kind of like, I know, go on.
Nobody's saying not to disregard that. I just think either, you know, it's a lot on event. I have definitely been guilty. Remish of like if something happens right straight in for an antibiotic instead of actually being like, hang on, I'm a fit, healthy woman. Like I eat well, you know, my morning's lot more launches. So like maybe instead of rushing for the antibiotics, let's get something else. And
look at the alternatives.
Yeah, and betu buichas the hail because there is a finite amount of antibiotics. There's a finite amount of medicine. So anything, you know, that you can explore that adds to your overall health to your body. I told you about how a herbalist diagnosed my issue with the UTIs, and then also on allergic reaction hog on the tannins, fian darag agus te that like. So I do definitely think it's not saying to disregard modern medicine, but to
open
have
your
a
heart,
broader view of your holistically your health, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And the stuff that's on our land and all around us. Do you know, my grandmother is a great woman. I'd say all of the Creideann women were a little witchy and probably still are. But she would always be foraging and she'd have little concoctions that she'd be making all the time. Or just being really, you know, like what's sensible with things that were around us. If like blackberries were in season, they'd be a Jane of, you know, blackberry jam or blackberry pies or whatever. They just used to use everything that was so seasonal and like live off the land way more than we do.
Yeah.
Do you know, we're a terror for that kind of.
Well, Shinane Rud, you know.
No, Neil Shea going to Hilla,
and Nascann, and I think Shin Rud more lelling COVID gur aula mimer on chéad. You know, vi gacht in a really geary on tagwala taka nu on the haka lesson tal of a nartu. After sessions, I said mehela like I definitely know I was Mrs. Ishikini gon be ma occur glass 3 vi ma a mohan timer father shields a snob anish. Ní bhí man duna faiceach just to go burn timer fad.
I know, isn't it? It's that balance shin being Shay Dacker kind of nura vintu non-stop. This is the thing with the clock I should put out working actually, because I think we can all be guilty of not stopping at all. I find that I'll just stay going on timer fad.
Also, I know that I'm being an absolute bore and our whole team can't be on our show because it's very frustrating for the people in your life, you know, when you're like always on the go and no one can make any plans and whatever. But that is even more annoying when you just talk about it all the time. Like I do. So
it is
let's
thing,
stop ourselves.
Yeah, let's turn our attention to the world of the wild and the herbs. Do you have a favourite herb?
Do I have a favourite herb? I think, well, Josh, beag chatted in Greta and then took me to Nash. I call the other favourite herbs. Okay, so I'm really excited. Go Carolum Greta Unsel, Greta Ryan or Greta the Mill, maybe how you're more commonly known, Greta.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so Inish and Carlini exactly Cadina too.
Yeah, so I'm Greta from Tip.
Tip.
Yeah. Currently champions of the All Ireland.
I know.
We're friends.
Sorry, are we 60 seconds in? I don't know.
Listen, you were well deserving winners.
It was a great one. Yeah.
That wasn't even intentional. Oh, I liked you better when it was.
Yeah.
So what I do is I'm a herbalist. So I just did.
That's why they won.
That's why they won. Yeah, kind of like Sean Byland. Remember, he used to.
That's right.
Yeah. So
there you go.
Yeah, so I just finished 4 years of studying herb medicine, and just about to set up my own clinic now. So I've had like 600 hours of clinical training up to now, and I've travelled all over Europe as well. I kind of during the summers as well to practice herbalism with different cultures, and kind of want to be the Biddy Early of Ireland.
Oh, you already are.
Yeah. So
if Greta comes from a really, really like special family. They have its pub up in Upperchurch, and her father Jim in the Mill is just a great character, and there's great music and folklore and stories and everything in the house.
Yeah, so we have a pub at home, Jim in the Mills, and it opens Gach Deirdine. Yeah. It's just one night a week.
Wow. Exclusive.
Yeah, it's very exclusive, and like every Thursday the place is hopping.
Can I ask you, Greta, how does one and when does one get into the herbs?
Yeah, so it's mad. I was always a child. I was always in the head of the ditch. You know, that kind of. I was always
out the yard, in the ditches. Yeah.
Like, you know, and always looking around for different things. Shanmore, my grandmother, she was really into herbs as well.
Okay.
But mostly kind of growing like her flowers and stuff. Probably didn't know the medicinal values.
Yeah.
But she used to use different cures like with breads and sugars, not necessarily using herbs. But then, years ago I was up in Belfast.
Yeah.
And I was in a secondhand shop, as you do. And I'll always go straight to the book section.
Okay.
And I saw Irish Cures, a lovely book by Christine Scallon, if you're familiar with her. And I just opened one page and it took me into a whole world of like, I was like, oh my God, I think that's my passion.
Yeah.
I read like one like old Irish cure, something with nettle and like dandelion, and it was like, wow, it was like cures for liver disease. And it just sparked on me then, and then I just went on the road of like tracking down courses in Ireland.
Yeah. So what age were you when that happened?
So that was only probably that was only 2019. So
Okay.
6 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, yeah.
Before that, I did primary teaching. You know, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Like,
yeah.
But I was always
Here you girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, múinteoir, just handy for a start.
it's handy. And then I was like, oh God, yeah. And
I
then
get her going. Yeah.
I was always, I think deep down, I was, you know,
Destined for this kind of thing.
yeah.
herbs.
So you did it. You've done a 4-year course on this. So where did you do that?
yeah.
Where
So I
did
did
you
that
kind of courses?
it was in Portleash. Very random spot. Yeah, when I found out, you're only an hour up the road from me in Tip, and I was absolutely delighted then that I was there, and it's now moved to Castlecomer. But like that clinic has actually been there for the last 20 years. And there's also one in Dublin, but I studied in Portleash for 4 years, and it was to become a herbalist and an iridologist, which is also really cool.
What's that mean?
So when you're studying herb medicine, we assess the patient using through the eyes, through the irises.
Wow.
So it's always a great chatted line.
So why say that word again?
Yes, well, you promised you're going to do this for me at some stage. You need to read my eyes for me. Yeah.
Well, you toured down on foghlaim reach though. So what did you say?
Iridology.
Iridology.
Yeah.
The,
So it's
something
awesome,
idology of the iris.
Yeah, literally.
And sorry, you say it's great shot of line.
Yeah.
How do you work it in?
Like,
Greta?
I'm like, hey lads, it's like, you know, like when you're chatting to a guy, you're like, can I have a look at your eyes there? It's either a make or break.
It's so
a make or
busy.
break.
Yeah, very busy.
Oh my God, I'd be like, if something in your eye,
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
it's love at first sight.
Is that heart looking at?
That's good.
So your eye is like a clock, basically. It's like reflexology. You know, the foot. You look at the foot and you say, "Oh, this is your nose. This is your." You know, they know what they're doing. Same with the eye. Our eye is a clock. So 12 o'clock is like your brain, your head area. Then, like parallel to that is, you know, you have all the different pointers around the clock. So, like when I take an in-depth picture of an eye, I understand what's going on emotionally and physically.
Wow.
Now, emotionally, kind of people are like, "Oh yeah, sure you do," but physically you can see it. And it was invented by the Germans. There was a bunscoile, and he had a pet owl. The owl got injured, and he saw in the owl, you know, the way an owl's eye is so wide and whatever, and he saw a big marking after he'd broke his foot pop up in the eye of the owl. So then he realised what's going on here, you know, and they've been practicing it ever since. So it's kind of it goes with the you know, the
just
herb
as
medicine.
someone who is constantly an optometrist, I have an astigmatism and a gammy pair of eyes. I thought your eyes were like your fingerprint. I didn't realise your eye changed.
Yeah.
You know, is your eye not always your eye, the same eye you come into the world with?
Yeah, so when you're a little baby, like you,
The eyes formed.
they're there, but you know the eyes change colour like the first few weeks. But you have markings inherited,
Okay.
kind of things from your parents, but your eyes can change. Like you can see loads, you can detect tumours, different things going on in the eye. It's an in-depth study, you know. But that goes with herb medicine. So yes, that's what I did in Portleash, and I'm just finished it in June, so I'm now setting up my own practice.
Ceist bháin eile go about Portleash. Who teaches this now? Is it like a witch doctor?
There's a few different tutors, but the main lady is Helen.
Okay.
Helen Begdon, and then her partner David. So it's amazing. But like,
It's a scientific thing though.
Yeah.
This is like I don't like I've nothing to do with it, but like we sometimes poo like alternative medicine, but there is a science to it, and it's actually it's not just made up like that.
Yeah.
You know
There's
what I mean?
such a science to it. Like, so the herbal medicine, they're all, when you look at the book, you see all our first like kind of Bible was it was a guy called Christopher, John Ray Christopher, and all the herbs are in different categories. So you have your nervines, your circulatory herbs for your heart, you have your urinary system herbs, you know, you have them all. So it's quite an intense study. Some people go into the science, like the chemical compounds of each herb, like why will nettle, you know, just because the nettle has a sting, that sting actually is really healing. You know, that's actually used for arthritis. You know, so when you actually look at really in depth, it is a science. But like when you think back of Ireland and its pastla, biddy early, and the ban fasta and the ban lice.
Of course, yeah.
There's such a tradition of that in our country, so it's so important that we...
Yeah, sorry, that's why I asked the question. I was curious to know, was it like someone who has been, you know, learnt these ways through living them, or has inherited them over, you know, been taught them through her mother and his mother, you know, or is it someone who has read up and become really knowledgeable?
So I've done the herbal medicine training I've done is clinical herbalism.
Okay.
It's actually in a clinic as such, but deep down I'm a people, the soul kind of herbalist.
You are.
I like my own little cottage, and like that's what I want to be doing. You know,
you're also a bit of a poet as well. Greta is very kind of, you know, custa sail show, custa sail eile. You know, you're very absolutely. So you kind of assume you would take a bit of the science and then also some of the other stuff.
You know, dúlra.
Yeah, an féile an sa ceiste chur Greta then, like, faoi, like, it's bralamsa and cinál stuff seo, and tá rubio golas go mar cuid na plándaí, but like, they're gonna space green clush off we like ditche Creideann thabhairt of winning leis an cinál ólas seo on shanna ólas, like all this ancient knowledge we have about herbal remedies in Ireland. How important it is for you that we are passing it on.
Yeah, that's Creideann. I think in Mohorum it's on a thabhairt. Like, you know, like we came from such giants of medicine, like our ancestors. They're all practicing it, and it was wiped out. You know, it belongs to us and the people, and it's it's less invasive than modern medicine. And when like the herbs are there, they're grown for reasons. You know, the plandigler, nyantog, your koshervon, the dandelion, your nettle, you know, your yarrow. You know, when you look outside, they're all like fós for us, which is so exciting, and it's. To keep it going, it's such a beautiful tradition, and I think if we lose our plants, it's like Casula Shantianga. We do lose a bit of our souls and our identity, and as well, like the people that practice it, like so many women, and even in Ireland, the witch trials, like Alice Kittler, Biddy Early was excommunicated from the church. She was clockta, whatever. You know, and that it's so important that we keep it.
Totally.
You know,
and it's a female knowledge as well. Yeah. Like, that's another thing why it's so poo-pooed, because maybe it was predominantly practiced by women, and it's just another, you know, way of suppressing that knowledge that was, you know, women at home growing the herbs. It was, you know, similar to, you know, making clothes and stuff like that. Just very much, it was, you know, that's that disregarded as a craft. Yeah. But you're going to teach us about some herbs.
I am indeed. Yeah.
Go on.
Get my little bag here now.
So isn't it amazing how I'd go into somewhere like Boots now and be buying all these creams and lotions and this, now they're thinking that they'd help my skin and stuff, when really it's out the garden we should be going.
Literally, and like most of the remedies you find in like pharmacists, like a lot of them, they all come from herbs, you know? Yeah. They actually are. If you look back on if you
just
look
adding all these chemicals and shite.
Yeah, literally. And like, so like you probably recognise some of these now.
Right.
I'll pop them out here.
I'm going to guess, is that one mint?
Guess them. It's from the mint family.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, it smells like mint.
Is it?
That's the head off mint.
It's a cousin, exactly.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Then you have, let me just see.
This smells, and do you grow all this stuff yourself?
I grow,
Let
me just see the
smell. It's giving mojito.
Yeah, it is.
That would be my first concoction with that one.
I mean, that's medicinal in itself.
Would you clap it to release the?
You recognise that one? So that's lemon balm. Lemon balm. That's lemon balm.
That's a docky.
I can get the lemon.
That is so lemon. No. That's actually dandelion.
I was thinking
dandelion.
Do you know what? Is Tomaloger Kame Elm so cool, Gordine? Just a brat new
There you go. She was clawing back now her mislabeling of the document. All right. My nettle. I don't want you to be my first.
It's just like, I think it's Ruddy Yennever August would you know, if it would like see Mox Gordine and ask na fair and unfair August like den of like our daisy trains. Oh, is this we know this dill?
Not dill. It's smelling out.
God's sake, I'm getting them all wrong.
Licorice.
Oh, is it on it? Like
it's
Fennel. We were so close.
Fennel is like a carnation.
Thank God Greta gave us that.
Yeah. What is it?
That's fennel.
It's a herb. Well, what do you say it's like?
Oh, it's like really good for like. It's actually really good for. It's a carminative herb.
That's the word I didn't have.
Oh, sorry.
Carminative.
Do you know what?
Really good for bloating, flatulence.
Let's allow Greta talk us through them and what their purposes are.
It's like a nature table. Do you remember that at school?
Board dúlra. I was only thinking this. Margaret when the conquers her father and Tala Fui her. I was only thinking of board dúlra.
There you go.
Yeah, and then this one you all know.
A nettle.
Nyantog.
Is it safe? It's safe. It's a safe.
It's been deactivated.
Exactly. Yeah, so nyantog. I'll start with the nyantog.
Yeah. Well, my nana used to love a nettle soup.
That's the one. Yeah, that's actually survived.
Yuck, but she did.
Did you enjoy it?
No, but I think it's just because we thought it was nettle soup. Do you know?
Yeah, I know.
You write it off.
Yeah, so nettle, it's on the foil. It's like a blood builder.
Yeah.
And it's also it's one of the first herbs to appear in spring. So it's so good for like energy after winter. If you're sluggish, that's the one you need to get into. Says nettle, and as well, I only realised recently that the stem of the nettle was actually used in clothing.
Oh.
Yeah, so they peel off the leaves. The inner fibre of the stem was used in like actually up the north. There was a whole industry of people making clothes from nettle.
Wow,
anyway, so that's really good. Then you have your cashew.
So how would you get the nettle into? Would you always think getting into? Would you eat a raw nettle?
So I boil these and eat them, but alone ruddy like the livina galir, livina is on focal herbs, isn't it? Yeah. But make a tea.
Tea. Oh, nettle tea.
A little tea. Yeah. And now you can actually make nettle crisps come off.
You won't get a sting off a young nettle, sure you won't.
You won't.
No.
You won't.
There you go.
Yeah,
it's only when they get belled.
Yeah, exactly. When they're old, you can get an awful.
It's like the lads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
would you eat raw nettle, During? Would you eat raw nettle?
I would, yeah.
You just go for it,
Yeah. If you kind of pierce it like that.
Yeah, and just stick it in.
And you go. It's great. Like, and then this is the cashew one. And sharb is the bitter.
Yeah.
So it's like real bitter. Yeah. Any bitter herbs are on the liver.
Yeah.
The liver. Yeah, really, really good. It's really bitter if you want to try it. And the roots of liver have more of an affinity with the root is the liver and the leaf is the kidney. So you know the way it got its name, pissy bed?
Yeah.
Piss on lit. That is because it's a diuretic. Yeah. Diuretic. It increases the flow of urine.
Oh my God. So it would make you, pissy bed. That's what we call it.
Yeah, this name in French is Don de Lion, which means the lion's tooth, because it's quite jaggedy like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's that one.
Also safe to just eat the leaf of the
dandelion, very safe. So the one I'm showing you, they're all native to Ireland, and like they're so safe to eat. They're so safe to use. Do you know? And they're here, like people buy in tinctures of dandelion, but like you can be making it home
from the garden.
Yeah, and how you make a tincture is what we can try next. Is you'd make it infuse it with vodka.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking, Greta.
Go on, Greta.
Whatever kind of taste you have.
Yeah,
exactly. And leave it. So get loads of nettle or dandelion, whatever your choice is. You can mix them together. Let's infuse for maybe up to 2 to 3 weeks, however strong you like it, and then shake it whenever you can. And then just strain off all the plant material from the vodka, and you have your lovely tincture. And then you take a few ml a day. And if you'd like to taste some, I have.
Taste some, yeah.
I don't have the dandelion one as such. I have ginger root.
Very good.
And if you're not into the alcohol, you can use vinegar as well to tincture.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just it acts as a preservative. This is passion flower.
Okay. So what would you prescribe these for? What kind of elements would you prescribe these for?
Passion flower is an hervine, so it's on like Indian extract of lettermion or anything like that, really kind of going through depression, anything like that. It's kind of similar to St. John's wort.
Okay.
Really gentle herb, and it's beautiful. And then ginger is like it's a stimulant. It gets you going. Yeah. It's really, really warming.
I love a ginger shot.
So would you have this instead of your ginger shot in the morning? You'd have some of this.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I love about Greta tries out her little mixtures on herself. You were saying to me, you sometimes you learn about things, be like, oh, this is really good for this or that, and then you'll test it out yourself, and you're like, no, actually, it does work.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Like these are tested and tried. Totally. I've had even when I started out, I said I'd chance nettle. I take loads of nettle. Yeah. And oh my God.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How many nettles are we talking now?
Like
a nettle a day?
About three nettles.
3 bunches.
Now you don't need a whole lot. Herbs are they're quite strong.
Potent.
They're potent, but they're really gentle on the body.
Okay.
It's all natural. Yeah.
It's all natural. It's not
Jesus, and free and out your back. Do you know when you think about it, we should all be tapping in.
Well, you're having you're spending fucking $4.70 on a
ginger shot
as a pick me up, and then you could have. So this is
this is a strong one. Second, this is passion flower.
Oh yeah, I'll have the vinegar one. I won't try the vodka one.
I don't have the vinegar one with me.
Oh no, that's I'm currently pregnant, so I'm going to skip this one.
Okay,
I'll smell it. Oh,
do you know what you could do? You could taste the dandelion.
Do you know what? I will. As an avid vegetarian.
Yeah, strong. It is strong.
Do you know what?
I want to see Louise doing it. Go on, Louise.
But you know what? I was just going to say the vinegar base. My grandfather, God bless him, is dead now. But when the drink driving laws came in Ireland, he used to also kind of disregard it. But he'd bring around table vinegar in the side of the car and thought that if he met a guard and he swigged vinegar, it would counteract the 15 points. So there must have been Rodhagan down. You must have thought, he'd always be like, why does your car smell like vinegar?
That is
after 20 points. Yeah.
Anyway, that's the vodka one.
I got some of that one.
Yeah.
So that's the...
This is passion flower.
Okay.
Passion flower.
And didn't say to Shingamah Gore.
The Bion, August,
Yeah, Okay.
Urban system.
Creideann, it's not great.
No,
I mean,
It is lauder.
it's meant to be like medicine.
Now the thing is, people usually make teas from that. Like they'll add hot water from it. Do you get me?
So I
Wait,
will
what's
say-
in this again?
So that one is
Ginger.
That's ginger.
No,
These-
that's the
Passion flower.
Yeah, we haven't opened the ginger yet. We'll try the ginger.
Try ginger. Now take it a little bit. Well,
Do you try the
like that.
seachtaine?
I
had that one.
Oh, you had that already.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not-
Yeah,
Okay,
Neil
so I knocked it
Rowe,
back.
it's not dissimilar to rocket.
yeah.
You know, it's in the same.
Okay,
Yeah,
family.
How much ginger will I try now?
Ginger isn't Neil Rowe.
Loider.
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh, really? Okay, overall
Go on, yeah. You go or do so set. Foghlaim.
This reminds me of, you know, when you get tasters in Superquinn.
Yeah, Eds love that. Or sometimes when I steal the olives that are tasters.
No, Tasha. Oh, Tasha Lauder. Jesus.
Yeah.
What, see, ginger I use now. Is ginger good for your throat if you have a sore throat?
Yeah. No, yeah. It
I
is
have a sore
ginger.
throat, come on.
Okay, snap.
No, that is.
Oh,
must have got
giant
that.
constantly hoarse.
Constantly hoarse.
I actually have no.
That's spicy. There's a spice in that, isn't there, Greta?
Ginger is, yeah. It's quite spicy.
Oh, so, okay. I
I'm
took a
not
big chunk
bad.
of it.
So
That's what you're
cheery, not
taking.
off near.
Now,
Oh, but I love the burn of that now. But
you and a friend of yours told me a great story about the Mugsworth.
so it's lovely. That was actually
Is Mugsworth, can a Mugsworth also be hallucinogenic? I was listening to a podcast there recently. Somebody was talking about Mugsworth.
Mugwort. Yeah,
Mugwort.
Mugwort. Yeah,
Mugwort,
Mugwort
sorry,
is a really.
Mugwort.
It can be. It is hallucinogenic. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
And it's amazing for. It's funny that it is that way, and it also it works the opposite. It's very grounding. Yeah.
Okay, so Mugwort is
Mugwort.
native to Ireland.
Native to Ireland, people used to use it years ago. They said druids and stuff would use it in their ceremonies.
Okay.
Yeah, and that is strong actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Father.
Yeah.
ginger. Yeah, but I like
yeah,
the heat of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so Mugwort was used for. It was a psychedelic.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
As well as they use the mushrooms, but there was herbs that was used.
And you just make like a tea out of that.
You
or
make a tea, or or else some people they'd collect the plant and they'd dry it, and then they'd maybe make a powder from it.
Okay.
You know?
And would you need like is it very potent or like would you need?
Well, Mugwort you wouldn't need a whole lot. No.
Why is Darren asking all these questions?
How
can I hallucinate? Yeah.
Well, the next thing was, didn't they use Mugwort? And you told me this for abortions long ago.
Yeah, there was some herbs as well. There's a really good book actually as well that it kind of goes into like cures that were kind of they were taken away from the public, you know, when modern medicine came in. But there's a few, Mugwort was used in there's some other really strong herbs that were abortives, yeah.
Isn't it amazing, like say now, even in Ireland, how our relationship with abortion and stuff, and you know, how that was really used as a tool to control women in the state. And then like the ties between poo-pooing this branch of science and saying that there's no, you know, foundation to it. You know, that's kind of the rhetoric is like, and again, how that's really fit-a-footed in ancient Naman and the female narrative. Mad, isn't it? Yeah, it's important that the likes of you were there to, you know, bring that out.
And a lot of the Dini Exadir living at Corsi Lice, they're all Manal. Like, you know, they're all, it's funny, yeah.
So was everyone on your course?
Literally, there's one or two guys, and like, they're, you know, they're all really.
It's like the opposite of engineering.
Literally.
Yeah. And can I ask, you know, say like for the doubters or the cynics now, you'd be like, oh, medicine, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
What are the most amazing cures you've seen in action, or what things have you seen cured by herbs?
I think the most common one is people with migraine. A lot of people actually get relief.
Yeah.
There's a plant out there called feverfew, which is like incredible for migraine. So, but, you know, people that are like falling to that they come in, but like,
And they're probably desperate at that stage, you know, like, and then they find this,
that's
you know.
the thing, yeah.
I suppose you have a very holistic approach. Like whenever I go to the doctor, he's like, you know, it's like, right, what you need, and you're kind of, you know, they're under pressure, but you probably sit down with somebody.
Yeah.
Big picture.
Big
You get a whole
kind of
picture
thing.
when you come in, like the chéad consultation. You come in, you do your food, like you go to your breakfast. It's very like, you know, someone could start crying when you ask them, "Can we got to done the breakfast chat?" Because they're like, "I had a Cocoa Pops again." Or something. It's kind of.
They probably hate telling you that.
Like people say alternative medicine. Sometimes it gets kind of in a category of like, here we go, you know.
Yeah.
But it's actually. I like in certain cancers, the modern medicine is amazing. Herb medicine, it's so much slower. Like it's a whole body thing, and like one herb, it just does like this isn't just for your urinary system. There's so much more to it.
Yeah.
Get me? It's a synergy. It's on faculty chart, but like it's a synergy. It's synergistic. You know.
Yeah.
So at a chéad iad, like, okay, so we're beginners interested in herbalism. What are the must-have plants that we should have growing in our back garden?
Okay, so I'd say if we're haying, I'd like the nettle, leave it there.
Okay.
Let it go because it's incredible.
Yeah.
You know, yarrow, is even on yarrow.
Yarrow.
Yeah.
Now, tell us what the yarrow does.
So yarrow.
What is a yarrow?
So yarrow is like a lovely little, you'd see it, it's in flower at the moment.
Okay.
It's like a lovely little kind of,
Yellow flower?
yeah, it's white and pinkish.
Okay.
Could have yellow.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
tints of yellow in it. But yarrow is really good for libido.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a female herb. It's wonderful for the womb.
Okay.
But it's also a diaphoretic herb, which means you sweat from it.
Yeah.
If you had a fever or cold. And it also is a styptic herb, so it stops your any blood or bleeding. So it was also called a soldier's worth because soldiers used to actually use it in battles for their wounds. Yeah.
So, anétha é a cogad and then curha an wound day, like, would you chew it?
Chew it or no, like bang it or no, rud aigil and cosúda sin. So yeah, yarrow, agus, let me see, plantain, slánlas.
Oh, right.
Slánlas, it's, plantain, it's
like a banana. What kind of plantain?
No, there's another type of plantain. Okay. It's kind of like a lancelot leaf. I had it, I think, in the bag somewhere there. Yeah. But you'd see it in the garraíodóir, and it's really good for wounds and insect bites, anything like that. Yeah. You chew it up and then or bang it or whatever way you want to activate the components, and then you'd apply it. But I think the lemon balm is anóach.
Yeah,
it's such
delicious.
Yeah, it's great. It's a really good nervine, and it's really calming and for stress.
Where did you get that?
Yeah, and like I kind of so you could like lemon balm. You get some seeds, get some organic seeds, and just pop them in pots.
Yeah,
even if you're
all over the place. They're really nice for teas.
Yeah.
So you say if if someone came in, they'd rather have an awful shot, they got some bad news. Instead of a cup on tea, what would you make them?
Just cup on black tea. I'd make brews. Like I do full on.
It's the cutest thing ever. You can imagine having it.
I want a lemon balm. Okay, so I'd be like, because you read something, you're like,
concoction, what they need. Yeah.
Nervines, lemon balm. And
So would it be like a mixture of a few things?
Yeah. And then there's one really good ones for like people that are on the cameras or like stages all the time or using their voice. Mullein is wonderful for that.
Go on, what's
mullein?
Mullein.
For the voice.
Okay, tell me
and
more
you
about
make
that.
tea from that. It's beautiful. The Focal Three Gaeilge is Quinla Vera, so Mary's.
That's
not lovely.
I wonder, does that come from, sorry, I know the girls now don't love mass, but you go to this mass with 2 candles, St. Blaise does the bless your throat, and they cross 2 candles. Sure, if that comes from maybe some kind of a pagan, the quinel to bless your throats.
Yeah,
they're like, I could totally see it going down this route and being like, good, maybe brew up something.
The depth of knowledge is just amazing, and that I love. The cures that survive now are, they're the ones that really work because there's a reason why they're given down to past generation. So that's but so for all of our, I think our age story are they're kind of little witchy woos as well. So they would love what is the gateway drug? Well, I definitely want to get more into this. So what can you do to learn more about it? Obviously, you have your Instagram page, which is
the Greta and the Herbs.
Greta and the Herbs.
We love that.
And you have loads of
very
and
original.
and when you have loads of walks and stuff.
I do foraging walks. I do foraging walks. But anyone trying to get into it, I'd say buy like one good book on foraging. Don't overwhelm yourself. And as well, just get out to identify them. I know now there's plant apps on your phone and stuff like that, which are good as well. And like nowadays there's so much hawthorn out. The hawthorn, the lovely red berries. Anna done the curp or done the cree.
Okay.
But for anyone getting into it, buy a little book and head out on a walk and just even go to your garden first. See what's actually growing there.
Totally.
And take a picture and then research it. And like what I do is I keep a little nature journal. Kind of geeky.
I need to talk about journaling and chocolate espresso.
Really? Yeah. Perfect. And just pop in the plant, dry the plant, so you can see it. Because you have to see it to believe it sometimes.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And see the way you were saying there, like not to rely on an app, because something else we were talking about last week is people becoming too reliant on like AI and it like reducing our cognitive ability. So you would say learn them yourself and don't be relying on.
Have them in your head.
Love it, Greta.
It would be in your lower. I love that opening. Do you know what? I once rescued a beautiful sycamore leaf for Shiva. It landed and I told her to put it into a book and save it. She lost it. She threw it out.
Like you said, it'll reappear.
Exactly.
I like the idea of drying things out.
That's right. Like Cooper, like obviously, and like people, like if you can't take herbs internally, like some people can't take herbs if they're on medications.
Okay.
You can actually, I put them in the bath with me. I know that kind of sounds mad, but like because the skin is absorbing them and they're being taken into your skin, not just like your mouth if you can't take them, which is lovely.
So what are good bath herbs? I'd love that.
So bath herbs.
I don't have a bath, but
okay, but even foot bath. Get a little basin.
Of course.
Go on.
Yeah. They're in, Louise in the penthouse with the smelly fridge and her feet in the bath. Like a cat.
But wait, I'd love that though. What's the best for the foot bath now?
So
You're laughing now.
So I'd be putting in lemon balm. Mint,
amazing. Yeah, mint.
Anything like kind of like aroma, and then maybe a couple of some drops of essential oil, like a lemon. Squeeze in even a bit of lemon. Put it in. Nettle is lovely.
Okay.
Oats is on done the cracking.
Yeah, to like exfoliate.
Yeah. Yeah, and like rose petals. The whole
Sorry, James Kavanagh with your seaweed bath. Eat your fucking heart out. Me and my herb bath is way more bougie.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's so soothing. And like, if you don't have a foot bath, do a hand bath. People do like put their hands in.
Yeah.
No, it's just what it is. It's reconnecting yourself to nature. Like we are in nature. We came from it and we'll go back to it. So we it's part
healing,
of it. It's healing.
What about maybe this isn't what you're into now, but the magic side of it, like, and if you wanted to brew up a little concoction to manifest something, or Darren and Iarraidh Déanaí were sat casting spells with a druid, right?
Oh nice.
So I wonder, could you do something similar, like if you wanted to make a concoction of like a little cauldron of a manifestation, does it work like that as well?
Yeah, or like some herbs, they all have energies, like so some of them are, and they're ruled by the different planets, like that's the whole other side of herb medicine.
I love this.
So put them all together, and like some herbs are, like Bach flower remedies essentially. Did you ever hear them?
No.
Like the rose is all about the heart, or another herb could be about letting go. So like I often do that and like collect all the herbs, the different kind of energies you want, put them all a chéile, and then you could do your little spell or your little incantation. I did it now before, because like the whole book, there's one book I was reading, Elizabeth Brooke, and it's like Dunn's book of magical herbs, where she's like kind of yocks, agus, that good. But you can do that totally. And even you kind of get to know the energy like of the planty, the funnel.
So what energy?
Nettle is all about boundaries, like the sting.
Of course.
So it's all about, if you want like loads of boundaries, like, or it's about decisiveness, which I love.
To make a decision.
Yeah.
Put the nettle in.
Yeah.
Makes so much sense.
Wow, it
Absolutely.
does.
Okay, Greta, we're going to have to get you back to do a second interview about dríocht on the herbs. Or maybe we could do a little quick Patreon or something about you. Let's do a little quick Patreon, fascinating. So if people want to learn more about you, you're Greta and the Herbs online, or Jim in the Mills.
Jim in the Mills, any Thursday, Carlo.
Carlo.
13.
You also run a Deadly Festival, which I was at this year, Fiantis, which is for lunacy. Go on, tell us.
We have a collective called Fiantis. We celebrate the ancient festivals. So we do Imbolc, Samhain. We pick one a year, and this year we did Lunacy, which you came to.
Yes.
And we have like different kind of workshops on poetry, intuitive singing. We had ones on mushrooms. We had a sauna there. We had like foraging, Ruddy DeFrula permaculture from Europe, and things got to do with Lou and the festival, the Harvest Festival. And like it's an amazing journey, and I encourage everyone to get to go back to their roots, kind of.
Literally. I think so. Our age story,
literal roots.
Our age story go crazy for. I think there's they really, really want to connect with natural Ireland and that other side. And it's a really great gateway in. Go down to Upper Church. It's a very liminal space, and they have a big plethora of deadly women down there that are doing really creative and class things. Your sisters are great women as well.
We are,
So there you go. Okay, we'll be meeting our Patreon, like Greta, and
Greta, Gurmíle maith.
Gurmíle maith, lad.
Gurmíle maith, Greta.
Yeah.
Colleen, we've often said Iron Bull the show. It's very, very hard to beat the harvest time, dúinn, and what better way to finish off a great season than Iarraidh. It's always a really great time of festivities, isn't it?
Do you know where we were last Iarraidh, Colleen?
Go on.
We were at Gig Kneecap.
Sorry, we were. We were, and you bailed.
I know, it's like I wasn't there, but
you bailed.
But if you come out to care,
we are going. So this year it's going to be even harder to top. I don't know how we top the Kneecap Cave in Vicar Street.
But you know what? The thing is, like in Ireland, there's so many brilliant things on to mark Samhain, and I think we're getting more creative, gach Ilibli, and all across the country. I love to do something a bit different at this time of year.
Yeah, because you know what, that whole notion of like Iarraidh just being like one night, that's very American, but really it's a huge festivity here in Ireland. We've obviously got Oireachtas and Sauna, which we'll all be buzzing for, but I'm dying to get down to Galway. There's a really deadly festival there called Blas na Samhain in Galway City, and do you know what? In fairness to them and the tribesmen, they're well able to put on a good party. That's going to be lit.
Yeah, that is.
I think it's Margot should go croch case and shin. It's an festus of Ian Sirhu. I'm going to shul treat the cochrock, you know.
Yes,
So
yes. And do you know that actually Iha Hauna itself originated in Connacht in a small kind of souterrain in Roscommon, what's it called, Unagat. And they say that from that it's a part of it's one of the ray of scileanna for Táin Cúnla. So I'm going to favour Connacht this year. I'm thinking there's going to be some good Halloween celebrations there. Although I also hear that the Puka Festival in Trim and Atboy in Gaeltacht and Glastonbury is also very lit. So I'm kind of torn.
so the Anna Clustagum fui Fela Puka and then she'd Tina Knava.
Yeah,
And then she'd Tina Knava all wore out. It's meant to be unbelievable.
Agus ceol Kermic a bio. Do you know our gorge had the two Johnnies? So she took Tim.
Oh, wow.
Headlining.
I don't know. Are they big enough to get the headline slot of Puka?
I don't know. Listen, but they'll be scary enough anyway, that's for sure.
They definitely are that. And they don't even need to dress up, you know? I'm only joking. We're showing a lot of shade at our cordia. But girls, do you know if that's not free, what about spending Halloween in Kilkenny City? Is it a city? Is it a town?
Yeah.
It's this whole other debate. But listen,
I could be tempted to go for Ihauna though.
But they've got a big fela down there, over 100 stalls. I love an owl market. Doesn't matter if it's like an early Christmas market vibe. I'll go at any time of the year. A little sound market sounds good to me in Kilkenny.
Ireland's ancient east, in fairness, you can't beat it. There's so much. I love Kilkenny City because there's so much history there, and also it's so underrated. The food is delish.
Yeah.
I feel like Cork gets all the clout for the food, but also Kilkenny to have to.
Augustine and Coshlan come out in Lauren Valia. I just think that just adds a mood, doesn't it?
Yes, actually, you know that Cushlan is haunted. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yes,
Need for our foes.
There you go.
And there is another famous pub in Kilkenny. I'm not going to be able to think of the name of it now, but it's really witchy and scary as well. And it's that whole, I think Kilkenny is a little bit spooky in general, isn't it?
Perfectly Ihauna then.
Perfectly,
The hurlers haunt your dreams.
Well, okay, Longford, lads. Have you ever been?
Yes, I've been to Longford.
I actually don't know if I have. Maybe this is the time I go.
Yeah, I think I could see that for you.
Could
It's
you?
October 2025.
Louise does Longford.
Louise,
I can see it now.
You've heard of Emily in Paris. What about Louise in Longford?
Louis in Longford.
Louis.
Who, I could get on to Maura Higgins maybe. Would you think she'd be up for going to the Dead of Night Halloween Festival with me?
I don't see why she wouldn't.
If she's not, I will.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Right, so you, Maura and me. What a girl squad. We'll have to leave Shiva at home because she bails on the Halloween plans all the time.
Oh my goodness, Leshgale. How to Gael and Ish has been replaced. I'm being replaced by Maura Higgins. News to me.
I don't know how her Gaelic is. She's a knobby boy. I thought they're all right. Listen, but you know what? If she's up for it though, I think she'd love this because there's a big shadow procession that goes through the town. Performances then. Connolly Barracks in Longford. That sounds like something you'd be into doing.
Connolly Barracks.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I haven't been yet.
Okay.
And I'm always very intrigued by places in Ireland I haven't visited yet because, do you know what? You think you see it all and then you go and you're like,
I know.
yeah.
No, the character got it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, the Michigan Scale in Shanticha.
Go on,
This is
away,
a scary
lads.
story, right? I'm going to go to Limerick.
Oh, well, girl, we know you're in for a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go Caherlimney, the medieval quarter comes alive at Giha Hauna, right? By Scaly Yaku, they'll have food stalls and, girls, your favourite, ghostly brews. Okay?
Ghostly brews. And all the gals. All the Limerick gals.
The ghouls and the gals. And the gals.
Sorry, what more do you want on Halloween?
Another bit.
A few gals.
few-
Two Limerick
Jesus.
gals. Oh my God, I'm jealous. Can I come as well?
Yeah, it's been a lot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
You're
it's been
double broking yourself left, right and centre. Come on.
No, maybe we could just make a long weekend out of it.
Well, hold on now. I've run the wine.
tell
I could tempt you with. Okay,
Let's go.
I get Irvi. Okay, they've got a pumpkin patch, girls. No Instagram is complete a Giha Hauna without a photo shoot in a pumpkin patch.
True.
Okay, what about a turnip patch though? I'd be more of a turnip patch kind of a woman.
Okay, well, we'll get on to Irvi, right? Okay, now the pumpkin patch, Murta's organic farm in Mullingar for some daytime fun, and again, like I said, getting your shots for socials. It's so wholesome.
Sorry, I'm
amazing,
imagining
amazing.
Shiva stood up in the bale of hay, bump out, painted in
Yeah.
the pumpkin.
Oh my
and she's like, baby's first pumpkin patch.
Yes, buying bumping, paint all to the
Oh,
pumpkin.
pumpkin.
Yes.
You have to nickname it Pumpkin for this month.
Okay, deal.
Oh.
I'm pumpkin.
Pumpkin on pumpkin. That's really cute.
But anyway, egg on Ferrum show. You can also meet and greet some animals.
Oh, here we go.
My fave, you know.
Okay. That's probably something to do with the smallies. If you're looking to fill a couple of days during the midterm break, it can be a tough time for parents. That's the perfect getaway for that. I'd say you're all right here now. We'll send you down to Limerick with the girls.
Oh, have I changed demographic, girl?
Yeah.
I think you've got
Listen,
to.
that's why, we let you off with it. Just
You
fine,
take care of the pumpkin patches. We'll get on to Maura and we'll be parading around Longford till our heart's content.
There you go. There you go.
I feel very left out, girls.
A new bombshell enters the pod. Maura.
A new pumpkin enters the villa.
Iarraidh, of course, or the festivities around Halloween is not just confined to one night. There is so much to see and do all around Ireland this festival season. So make sure you hit one of the 7 Halloween hubs around area.
Visit discoverireland.ie for more information on your home of Halloween and get planning your short break this 7th season.
There's so much going on. Darren, I've got a quick one for you.
Go on.
7 pubs and 7 hubs.
Honey, it's a date.
You! Cuine gur bh gach tríocht an éireann.
Well, Louise, Zara, she's in Ceoltóir.
Go hauling her fad. Listen, Greta.
I know, she's great. Well, Mata Giri, Nismo, Olish, all Mata Giri, Delvan Stafford, Bug Nismo, Gadeen Driecht, Snigato Trasnically, our Patreon. So I'm going to be on the Patreon. So yeah, stay tuned for that, dear Dean. But in the meantime, Gluish, what do you think?
Gluish. Oh my goodness. Okay, well,
Livna.
Livna. Nettle. What was Nettle reached? Netog. Neantog. I'm not sure. Neantog.
Do you know what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
Creideann, and I don't know why, but I just aon there bhíonn the cainte na living for me on the fás sa fríis. Bhí me going queen around the Creideann and the midges.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Cray.
Yeah, cray.
Cray, like earth, new talav.
Cadén going reached.
Yeah.
Dandelion, she gave it to us there as a pissy bed. But what did Will Goylan shin? I feel like it should be Rod Agent.
Dandelion and Kosher
Kosher Vaughan.
Yeah. Tá sé sin an agus yeah, tá go leor
Juriocht.
Yarrow is an ahar halún. I don't know cadén like duch leish no duch sharke no duch specialty no duch divrucht beter for potion ní ma kente cadé on chléil clean is soch go marhan sé ar cadén duch will and tú tóga a tógant agus té a gur tea.
Tay.
I'm just doing more. I think we really need to get into the tazy and of slum. On here tonight.
You know, if you're hauling in out like a bar cart, like a tea cart, in a Christian, agus sort like like little, little concoctions of hurling a chéile. Yeah, come over to my house and I'll tell me what's wrong with you. I'll fix you up a little duch. Circa.
Oh my God, but I'm shin like
yes,
tinadol and all.
Hauling.
See, I love in time to them when you can actually
go into it. See stocking. So Rod they like okay, so lim goilem with Creideann ish. Well, come with yocks agus yocks na seachtaine.
Yocks, right. How about do it live? Yeah, in the live.
Okay, so tá yock go anyway, lads, straight out the gap. Coriander. Gum leis go yock. Yeah.
Does it just taste like so for you?
Yeah, it's cosúla glúnach. Yeah, it's just good done it, and like to the point that I can stomach it and get over it. But if it is in a dinner or like a bale of death, I'm like, I'll get these soapy taste. Yeah. So yock for me and coriander.
Okay, for me, yup would be ahar talún on ahar talún. Yeah, that the yarrow.
Yeah, the yarrow.
There you go. I'm all about the yarrow. And then, hand on the notion shin den mugsworth. We have to have a mug on mugsworth tea.
Yeah, come with agus malin, whatever she said on can shin for the score now. Come action every else.
Okay, so lots of yops.
Lots of yops.
And only one yock.
Deadly.
So Bemid, Nismo, le fáil de Greta, dear Dean, either an Darlene, Grimmy mag of the fall to Ireland as an episode show of We Knew.
Yeah, Bemid Rash recent tachna should win. Slán.